I mentioned earlier today that the folks from St. Paul's Community Center would be coming by. I like this guy already, Joe Habib. He's the CEO, and informed me that when he got here in December of 1980, 45 years ago, next month, the first voice he heard on Toledo radio was mine. And he's been listening ever since. And don't say any different, Joe.
Indeed, I've been listening, Fred.
Joe is the CEO over at St. Paul's Community Center over at 230 13th Street. Now, if you want to follow along, you can go to SPCC Toledo.org. SPCC Toledo.org. How long have you had this position as CEO?
Well, Fred, I've been CEO since 2014.
Okay.
So that's about 11 years so
now, did
far.
you work there before that in other capacities?
Indeed. Before that, I was the director of residential services for about 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Before I stepped into this position.
Now, I'm familiar with the building you're in now because when the Toledo Buffalo Soldiers do their street mission, we always stop and provide coffee and soup and clothing and stuff to the folks who are there. How long has it been in that location?
Well, in that location, I went through the history of it at least since the 1990s.
Okay. All right. So it's been there a
location.
while.
Yeah.
All right. And how many folks do you serve on a regular basis? Because a lot of people are familiar with the Cherry Street Mission and Sparrow House and some of those other things.
Yeah.
How many folks do you guys serve?
Oh, we serve a lot of them, Fred. On the shelter side, we serve about 200 people a year. On the winter crisis side, close to 289, and that's all on duplicated count.
Okay.
On the Social Security payee program, close to 500 individuals.
So these aren't all people who are actively living in the building, right?
The people who are actively living in the building are 200 people throughout the year, 35 beds.
All right.
We have 35 bed capacity, but in the wintertime, we expand that.
Yeah.
To an additional 45 beds.
Yeah, because I know when we stop there, a lot of folks come out. A lot of men and women come out for what we have to offer.
Yes.
So what services are you offering those folks who are with you?
Well, I'm going to start with a very important service which is open to the community because we see ourselves as the safety net for people facing homelessness. Open to the community. Don't have to be a shelter resident.
Okay.
Anybody can come in to take a shower, Fred.
Think, all right.
Where do the homeless people have showers?
Yeah.
Think, where do the homeless people do their laundry? Our facility is open for the public for that.
So someone who's living on the street, if they're aware that you're there, they can just stop in on a Wednesday, take a shower, do their laundry, and be on their way?
Absolutely. And one more thing too, Fred. If a person is facing homelessness in between places or maybe going from one shelter to another, we let them use our address for their U.S. mail.
That's really important because a lot of those folks may be looking for work in between jobs, and if they don't have some place for that mail to go, then they miss out on a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you a small example. An ID is really needed to do anything at all.
Absolutely.
And if you and I go to the BMV to get our driver's license, they're going to mail you that within 10 days. Well, if you're facing homelessness, where do they mail it to?
Yeah.
I have the answer for that. They mail it to St. Paul's.
So does it come to your address, or do you have a bunch of mailboxes set up inside, or how does that work?
No, we don't make it complicated. It comes to 230 13th Street.
That's it.
That's it, because
Fred Lefebvre, care of 230 13th Street, and I'm all set. I just stop
Exactly. You stop by, you pick up the mail. Absolutely.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did that.
And you know how much it costs? Zero. How about that?
I like that cost. Now, there are some costs that St. Paul's Community Center has. So you do some fundraising, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have an event that's coming up, or do you suggest people go right to the website? Because I'm looking. There is a donate button.
Yes.
If you would like to donate.
Yes.
So
we do events throughout the years. Our big fundraising event, we just did it in September. The next time we're going to do it in June, and we're going to bring it home to St. Paul. So our big fundraising event is going to be in June at St. Paul's.
What is that, a big dinner, dance
It's going to be from 11 to 1, and we're going to open the facility up for anybody. I want the donors and the residents and the neighbors to come under one roof.
Is that something is that something that normally happens? People who donate can come in and look around and see where their money is going? Because that's important to some people.
Absolutely. I'd love it when people want to get the tour at St. Paul's. You know, they can call me personally. I'd love to give them the tour. I'd love to tell them what we do. I'd love to expand on the services we do because I truly believe in that. Fred, we do so many things in that location.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
I'm looking at the list, and we'll go through the list in a while. If you want to follow along, you can go to SPCCToledo.org. Joe's going to hang around because he didn't bore the hell out of me. I told him before the interview, if you're bored, how long am I going to stay, Fred? I said, well, if you bore me, you'll be here for one segment. If you're not boring, you'll be here for two. He's here for two right after the weather. He's a headbanger. Get back on the mic. He's over there in the corner banging he doesn't even have any hair on his head, and he's head banging.
All right, I'm right here, Fred.
So Joe is the CEO at St. Paul's Community Center. Now, you can follow along by going to their website. It's easy, all right? SPCCToledo.org. SPCCToledo.org. How great is the need right now for the services that you provide?
Oh, right now, Fred, we're gearing up for the winter. That means every night below freezing temperatures, and this is where we expand our capacity. Every single corner at St. Paul's, the cafeteria, the meeting rooms, are all repurposed to become cots and beds available for individuals facing homelessness. Anybody can get in the wintertime from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. No questions asked, low barriers. Come in, get out of the cold.
So do they need to be in at a certain time, though? Do you close the doors like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or something?
Yes, the doors open at 6 p.m. and they can stay until 8 a.m. after breakfast. Definitely after breakfast. And that's the expanded capacity, an additional 45. And they come in, they have dinner, they have the support of the staff, warmth. I already mentioned dinner, showers, and everything they need. And all that, Fred, for just $20 a night per person.
So if I'd like to donate, keeping that dollar figure in mind, just $20 a person, if I give $100, I'm actually going to be helping out at least 5 people find a place off the street, at least for a little while.
Yes, 5 people a night. 5 people a night. You know how many winter crisis nights like that we serve? I'll tell you how many.
I know.
3,934 last year.
Really?
Yes. 3,934 winter crisis nights. 45 people a night times 90 days. Now imagine.
And there were some nights when it got really cold last year. In fact, they even opened up the bus station and kept buses running and everything else just to keep people warm.
Exactly. That's why we need to raise the money. Multiply that, do the math. It's close to $80,000.
Yeah.
It's a very needed service. And I want to say, if please choose St. Paul's as your charity of choice for this Christmas season, or it doesn't even have to be Christmas season.
No, you can go up there and donate right now, for crying out loud. It's real easy. In fact, let's see. You go to SPCCToledo.org.
Green button.
Click on that donate button. It says Donate Winter Crisis Relief Fund.
Yes.
The George Mancy Memorial outing, that's already happened. That was 5 months ago.
Yes.
So just click on donate, all right? I'm clicking on donate right now. You can make a one-time or a monthly donation, all right? So you click on one time. Select a fund, that's optional. I'm going to choose Winter Crisis, that's easy. Add a note or a comment. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want you to know who I am.
I know where to find you on the radio.
I know, that's the problem. I'm a little worried about that, Joe. So are there other ways that people can help? Do you need donations of clothing or food or any of those kind of things on a regular basis?
Absolutely, and we do have an Amazon wish list, and the whole wish list consists of personal hygiene items. Name it, soap, floss, toothbrushes, you name it. Anything that falls under personal hygiene items, we need it because that's what people use when they come to St.
Now, do you put together like little care packages that they can take with them when they leave?
Absolutely. Not only we put for personal hygiene items, we put food baskets also.
Okay.
We have them ready for individuals maybe who are housed but cannot make ends meet. So they stop by, and we don't restrict it to every other Wednesday or every other Friday. You can stop by at St. Paul's and pick up a food basket.
Excellent. All right. And the free showers and all of that stuff, and a place to drop their mail and everything else is just, I love the work you're doing.
Thank you.
And people always ask me, well, I don't know how to give. I don't know who to talk to, blah, 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 blah. Go to the website, all right? It's really, I just did it. In the time that I was talking to Joe, I was already able to make a donation. And all he did was just keep talking.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate your support.
So if you'd like to help, the SPCC Toledo .org. Joe, thanks a lot for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
And we will we'll take all of this and we'll turn it into a podcast for you, all right? And we'll make sure that people hear about it.
That was fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.